All right, all right. We're not always there when you call, but we're always on time. It's still VPR Thursday, and we are here.
Whoa. Yes, we are. What's going on, everybody? I'm rocking with DJfmi of VPR Radio, Voice of the People Radio. Like, subscribe, share, wherever you are taking in this content. Shout out to my Facebook peeps, my Instagram peeps, my X peeps, because I can't say Twitter no more. It's X. Speaking about X, right. I want to jump off the show by talking about how do you I've seen the headlines going around about him getting ready to charge a subscription to even be on Twitter/X.
Right.
I'm like, Twitter is cool, but really, I can't sit there and think
Twitter has been lost its luster for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that when it comes to social media, there's been the big ones, and then some have come and some have fallen. But when you try to take something that was a free platform and go beyond monetization of like advertising and whatnot, and make everyone have a subscription, it loses its luster. You know what I mean? Like, it loses its value, just like with the blue check with Facebook, right? Now the fact that you can pay for a blue check, you've been able to do that with people that provide that fraudulent blue check, right? We know all about it.
Yo,
I know.
The rappers that didn't rap before early 2014, there was a lot of people running around trying to sell these blue checks, and it was a really dirty game out there, all right?
Not people even just 2014. The blue check game also peaked during COVID. I'll have you know.
Yeah, now people had time to sit home. Like, yo, it's crazy.
They were like, you could provide this service with your business. Add it to you. I was like, no, I think I'm good.
People know who I'm verified in the streets, for real.
That's what I tell people all the time. Like, I don't need that verification. I'm definitely verified. Street verified, business verified. I'm verified for accounts.
And that first week, seeing everybody with the verification check, you had strippers that worked at KFC with the verification check. That it just had me bothered.
KFC strippers, bro.
Yeah, like, what are you verifying? That you work at KFC? And, like, you on the pole? I ain't knocking it. You know what I mean?
Right. But you're watering it down, right? The whole purpose of a verification, if you go and you read it, is to confirm that this business or this person has been working in this field and is an expert in this field, right? Not just a blue check because you have 30,000 followers, or a blue check because you put up pictures of yourself naked, or whatever the case may be, whatever the foundations are that have now become the facets of verification. It's been overwrought with just paying whatever fee. They've offered it to VPR plenty. Say, hey, VPR, you want to get your blue check? I'm like, no.
That you're putting up content and you're getting some impressions. And it might be good for our company if you pay us now for this.
They know that VPR is verified. Thank you.
I'm good. I'm actually, in real life, we actually come to events and do what we have to do off the internet. Speaking about the internet,
New York City verified us with our press passes, right? Our New York City event press passes issued by the city of New York. So we're verified.
That's a fact. Now, speaking about verified, I got a few videos that I wanted to run through here, VPR. Like, I'm a DJ. You guys know this, and you're watching me. Right.
What's up, Tron?
Everyone has a bad dream, right? I don't know what happens to you. You know, some people get on stage and they're fully naked. That's like their bad dream, and they wake up.
Yeah.
Well, as a DJ, the worst thing for me is like if the music stops at a club, right?
Right, and then won't start, right?
So, Kiana, what do you think is the worst thing for a rapper to happen on stage?
The worst thing?
Yeah, like, what would you not want to happen to you if you were performing live?
Well, lip syncing, right? So if they're lip syncing, getting caught lip syncing. But also I would think like peeing on yourself or something wild.
Yo, it's stage fright. It manifests in different places.
Yeah.
So, VPR. The reason I asked that is because I had this video.
Starting, right?
Starting. Well, Soulja Boy had something close to that. His chain fell apart on stage, like.
Oh.
And that's like going to work and like without your book bag or your pencil, and then it's being embarrassed or a towel falling. So check this out, VPR.
Real gold don't fall apart.
Oh.
You know what that is, though? I'll tell you what the problem is right there. Go back to that video and then please freeze that chain and look how many goddamn pendants he's got on that one poor chain. How many pendants can a chain hold? It's like a riddle. How many pendants would a pendant take to rip the pendant off the big chain? Come on, yo, look.
And that's the first thing I said also. It's crazy because he went online after getting dragged. Because the only person I've seen that had their chain fall off on, like, while recording on set live is Bow Wow. Bow Wow, when he was doing an interview with somebody. Yeah. I think his watch fell apart, his rollie. The bezel fell out. Yeah.
His Noli.
With the Folex. But so his chain dropping off. He said that he added the pendant, and the pendant was too heavy for the chain.
That makes sense. That's actually the first thing I said. At first I was like, oh, a fake bust down, but the whole chain didn't fall apart, right? That would have been
if it popped off the back of your neck and your whole shit was green and fleshy, then we know what we're dealing with.
Right.
Silver running from the water,
right?
Like you scratch your neck after you take it off. I'm like, yo, bro, you don't have to do that.
Yeah, I can't. And I'm so allergic to fake jewelry, so I can't.
I learned with fake earrings, VPR. I had, you know what I'm saying? I had a few fake earrings, but then boom, I couldn't do it.
Even with like a fake, like the earring back, it'll make my ear disgusting. Like it'll turn black, it'll get pussy. After like an hour, my ear starts to itch. I'm like, I can't. That's why I can't do like costumey jewelry. Even though so much of it is really cute, it can't stay on my skin for too long.
I understand that. VPR, I have some sad news for you. I can't say it's true, and we're gonna say allegedly, but the beautiful black couple that is Remy Ma and Papoose seem to be no longer together.
No.
So we're gonna quickly dive into that and break that down. Recently, Remy Ma has created a battle rap league where she's having battle rappers come up and she's paying them, and it's doing pretty well. Mm-hmm. And she normally has Papoose as a host because they're together. Recently, a rapper named Geechee Gotti, he was exposing Remy for sleeping with one of the artists that she signed to the battle rap league. And he did it live on stage while battle rapping. And to see Remy's face open up wide because she's not expecting this.
Right. That's cool.
And this is all alleged. But since this has all transpired, they said Papoose at the end of the show knocked out the guy. And on top of that, they haven't been seen together. Somebody found pictures of Remy Ma actually going on a date with the guy. Somebody took a picture of them out together. The rapper
that's true, bro. I can imagine that Pap would go, because when I tell you, and I've just seen Papoose a couple of times with him performing, and this was both during the time when Remy was in jail. And you know how rappers are, right? Like after stage, the mad groupies in the building, they're all going crazy. He had his boys around him, and it was like hit the stage and out. When I tell you he didn't stop to fraternize or nothing, I was like, yo, that's respect. So it feels like he has had this like undying loyalty toward her.
Yeah, that's what it's rare. But so with all that content leaking,
and hear that, that's a beautiful black.
It really did. I hate it here too. Like when I seen all of it going on, I have a video here that I'm gonna bring up, but it's sad to see. You can see the look in her eye when that rapper started to say this. I'm gonna let y'all hear it. I'm gonna let y'all hear it, VPR. I'm definitely gonna let y'all hear it.
Just found out you was in the help that could really ruin your image. We talking rocking with Sam, Pap and Rim. That's us. Y'all the poster child symbol for black love. Go. I wouldn't even think that y'all marriage still had to go through them stages. Every interview, he show his admiration and tell the world how he think his woman the greatest. They held you down in prison for 6 years. Go. Go. Oh.
Wow.
Her face, VPR. Look at her face. If somebody's talking about you in your relationship, you ain't see it coming.
Yeah, wow.
And that's the guy on stage that she was with.
Wow.
They got them taking pictures, going out to dinner. Now, Papoose is...
Yeah, that goes beyond battle rapping, right? That definitely...
Yeah, so, I wish both of them wellness. I understand that certain things happen in a relationship. Nobody's perfect, but at the same time, it's I believe that what happens in a relationship should be between you and the person, no matter what.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
Even
And if so, unfortunately, you know that the mad black men that we have in this world that got their podcasts and platforms are going to be screaming about that's why you can't trust black women and da 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 is going to set a narrative, and it's a shame because yeah, because it is. It's a bunch of da 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 da, right? Yada yada yada.
Yeah, hey man, you know,
That, I honestly, I don't want to go too deep into this, but you know how you see a shift, right? Just like even with Mariah Carey, you saw a shift of her go from like that super pop star to just like, okay, I've made all my money. Like she really didn't care anymore. Like you could see that in the shift.
no, it was after the Christmas money hit. Like
yes,
times, yeah.
You could see it in the way she performed or the lack thereof, right? So when Remy came out of jail and then was on Love and Hip Hop, and had after she had the baby, there was a shift. I don't know if it was like, okay, I'm grown, I'm out of jail now, I'm getting it back, but there was a shift even in like her style, right?
Well, you just been locked up for a while, you know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying.
You're sitting in prison scrubs, you want to feel good about yourself, and you're still in this relationship, and you have this more newfound fame coming out,
right?
Respected through your bid.
And sometimes people get caught out in that because honestly, Remy was at a point in her career before she went to jail, right, where she was really about to like, boop.
Yeah, she was on her way out, like to surpass a little bit,
up, and she missed that moment because of a mistake that she made, right? And then she had to pay gravely for it, but she kind of had to come back and scrape her way back up. But thankfully, because of her husband, right, maintaining his name and everything in her name while she was there, she didn't have to start from scratch again, right? Like, but she did have to start building that reputation because even a whole generation had passed of people that didn't even know who Remy Ma is, right? 5 years. 5 years, that's all it takes for a group of teenagers to not know who the hell you are. And then you don't
that. Right now, it takes a year. Like, come on.
Right. I'm being generous.
We're forgetting you by the next single.
6 months, right?
We're forgetting you by the next single or the next jingle or TikTok trend. Like,
yeah,
it's not about that. But it's sad to watch it, break down like that.
Me too.
She's spoken and then other videos, like she did a rebuttal rap or something like that.
A rebuttal rap isn't going to do it.
Yeah, Papoose has been out of the media now. He's
you
not.
You can't ether that one, Rem. You can't ether
All I'm saying is, keep your relationships private. I understand people have support systems and they talk to people, but when you're getting outward noise in your relationship with the person you lay down with, nothing ever positive will become of that. And once it goes to the media and you let people know what's happening between the four walls of your home, there's no taking back that thing.
That's right. And not everybody has the best intentions for you, right? So even if let's say the allegations were true, you think she told people? I highly, highly doubt it.
But when you were starting, you go
had to be like, yo,
I'm getting paid from her in her battle league.
And I'm busting that down, right? But don't tell anybody. You feel me?
And
but how do I get now you got a rapper that's like, but how do I get my moment of fame? Oh, I know what to do. I'll just throw it all on, right? Like, come on.
I'm August Alestina nigga. That's basically what I'm gonna do. I'm an August Alestina nigga. I'm gonna come out instead of being boyfriend number 2. I'm gonna tell you about yourself for some odd reason. Hey, 2 wrongs gonna make a right.
That was a very that wasn't very masculine behavior. Anyway, with that being said, I'm gonna bring up Worldarama, who just slid up into the room. I know it's about to get very, very lit. That's my boy. He's been on our show before. What's happening? Do you see him?
Oh, baby.
Do you see him, FMI?
No, we are trying to bring him up VPR. Shout out to our people that are live. The screen. Let me remove him and then add him back. World, can you re-enter the StreamYard one more time and then see if we can get that fixed?
Yeah, I think he's frozen because he's been in this position for like 5 minutes.
Yeah. What the hell? We figure out the technical difficulties of Worldarama. We also last week VPR. And now we getting it. All right.
I see you moving.
Yeah, your Wi-Fi, you're frozen right now.
Yeah. Tron said, not FMI singing.
Yeah, like that.
Yeah, but your I don't know if it's your Wi-Fi. Are you on your laptop? It's really like fuzzy.
Yeah.
And
because my phone is right here.
So maybe switch to your phone. maybe let's try switching to your phone. You might have a better, because I don't know, maybe the Wi-Fi isn't hitting, but I don't want you to be glitchy and then we can't hear you.
Let me see. Let me try this. Boom.
Yeah, see, he's freezing.
Yeah. And VPR, whenever we get this figured out, I want to keep the show going. Last week we spoke extensively about publishing and owning your publishing.
Mm-hmm.
How recently Diddy has, transpired a few of his pub deals back to the artists. So right now, for the unsigned artists that are watching this, that reach out to me to be working on projects, I do want you to see this clip because this will sum up for you an established artist and some of the hardships that he's facing. So let me get that up here.
We see it all too much, right?
Yeah, when I see it, man, I always stop what I'm doing out the week because I want to highlight it on this platform. Like, to me, that's at least I can do to try to educate some of the people that.
Y'all looked up the publishing on Buy You a Drink?
It is crazy,
bro. Like, publishing wise, I probably get like no money from Buy You a Drink. So all those things that I said in Buy You a Drink that was from other songs, when Buy You a Drink like blew up, all them people and writers from them other songs said they were owed shit from my song because I was like, what the fuck? I was like paying homage and shit. So like Money in the Bank, I got Money in the Bank, and Scrappy and his writers came for that. Oh, Snappy Fingers, Do Your Step, Lil Jon and E40 and everybody on that song came for me. Walk It Out.
Mente has a credit.
All his hits, yo. Now walk it out.
Like, God damn, what's going on? It's our Money in the Bank.
Right. Our Money in the Bank. Right. That's crazy. And T-Pain is so damn talented.
Yeah. So, and that goes to show you if T-Pain is facing that at this level of his career. And he's telling
but why is that, right? Because when he came out and he was making those hits, he probably didn't know about the business end of things, right? And that's what happens. You think you're getting paid all this money, or they give you upfront and et cetera, but at the end of the day, it's that residual and passive income that will create that generational wealth and keep you and your family good for generations and generations to come.
And T-Pain has #1 charting hits all over his resume.
And so, he's talking about 90% of his proceeds went to.
Well, because he went into those little parts, and you could do it all by yourself. Let me buy you just by doing that.
All the drinks.
You know what I mean? I always think about Best I Ever Had. Like Kia Sean has a part of that.
Yeah.
Like, I'm so crispy. I got that guy has some kind of the pubs towards Best I Ever Had from Drake.
Right.
And they went to a battle. So when he was winning awards, he was coming up there with Drake. And I'll never forget that, seeing him at the award ceremony. And I'm like, why is this guy up there?
Right.
Like, you took a part of his
song.
I'm
going to get my award.
You took a part of my song. So
that's crazy.
Girl.
Yo, you can hear me?
Building Worldarama. We trying to get this audio and visual set up, guys.
It's good.
All right,
it's
welcome
good.
back to the show. We are ready to catch up. We want to know what you've been up to. I know you've been on tour, you've been on TV, you've been doing a damn thing. Tell us everything. Catch us up over a few years since your last appearance on VPR.
It's 2023.
Yep.
You got to catch us up with World.
Yeah, well, I just been promoting that record that you was singing a little while ago. Go Baby. I've been promoting that real hard. It's really heating up. I'm really pushing it like I'm a major, and I want to take that to the top. I want that on the charts, the top 10. You know what I mean? So I've been doing this for a minute. Y'all know y'all broke that last hit I did, that Flowers record, and that's still heating up too. People still talking about it, but after a few. Yo, you notice after y'all broke that record and I was pushing it, you notice how everybody in the industry talking about giving people their flowers now, right?
Yeah.
I've been watching that. That's crazy because Qiana, but I'm not gonna say it. You know what I'm saying? I've been watching how people have been interacting with you through the record.
Absolutely. And people act like the inspiration doesn't come from the things that they see, but like we see it all too often and live through it.
Yo, I'm glad that I'm talking to y'all about this because y'all broke that record and I pushed it so hard, and now everybody in the industry is talking about giving people their flowers when nobody was saying that in the hip hop culture before that.
Not exactly, but giving your flowers while you're still here, right?
Exactly.
Literal quote from the song, not when I'm gone.
Exactly. You know what I mean?
Just to give you the story, I have been at events and I will be bumping into World, and I'm just like, "You World, you here?" And I'm seeing him at every event that I'm running around New York City doing press, live interviews. So I grind hard TV, got it. I will always take my hat off on TV.
Yo, I appreciate that, yo. I appreciate that. I'm actually working on I'm working with an artist named Strong. You know what I'm saying? He kind of, you know, special needs and stuff like that. And his mom's, I posted it on my page, but his mom's Googled the top 10 hip hop organizations in New York, and Grind Hard TV came up. So, you know, like people paying attention to it. Like, you know, people could try to like sweep it under the rug and play like I'm not really out there. But yo, you Google me and I'm one of the top 10. I'm one of the top 10 spots in New York City for hip hop promotions. Then obviously I'm doing something, man. You know what I mean? And I'm doing it all by myself. So that's what it is, man. But this Go Baby record heating up crazy.
That's where you got to let your name speak for itself, right? Like people can try to naysay whatever, but professionalism, your authority in your field, we were just talking about, that speaks for itself. And you bring, you know, your sons into the business, like you are on it. Tell us more about your new artists as well and how your sons are doing. Also, I know they were performing like last summer. I don't know what this summer's been like.
Yeah, I seen that they switched up career also too with that.
Yeah, they playing basketball, like, you know what I'm saying? Mumu, he's now in high school. This is first week or first 2 weeks in high school, and Carell, he just went to junior high school. So they into basketball now and gaming and stuff like that. They're not really into rapping no more. I put them on my Father's Day edition podcast episode, and they was talking about it, saying how they could get back to it when they want to because they still young, and when they ready to get back to it, they will. Mumu said he don't want to do it because the rhymes that he was saying in those older songs, it was so light, because now he got a deeper voice now, so he ain't really trying to rap those no more. So I told him, I said, look, I always groomed y'all to not rap over your lyrics. So if you rap in your old vocals, your voice, your deep voice is going to carry it. So sometimes I'll bring them out as special guest performers and they'll do their records or whatever, but they're not really focused on the music no more. And that's why y'all see me going so hard with my music, because I don't have to worry about my sons. You know what I'm saying?
And that's fire. No, that's fire. I definitely seen the transition in that, but you had them at so many shows. VPR, every time I would get on social media, I would be seeing his son performing at so many shows. They're doing this platform, they're doing this, and I'm just like, it was the most beautiful thing.
Concerts, outdoor stuff, everything. Yeah,
I was pushing them really hard. I think that was one of the reasons that made them say, Dad, we don't want to do this no more, because they didn't realize how hard it is, how much work it is to really take it to the top. They was like, oh, it was fun, but you was like working us so hard. They wasn't really for that.
TV, right? Like,
the
hell, the name speaks for itself.
They had to understand that. They thought, oh, we with Dad and we doing stuff that he liked to do, and we want to rap too. And once they realized how much hard work it was, they was like, nah, we want to chill. And they just wanted to be kids, and I wasn't mad at them. I wasn't going to Joe Jackson them and make them do something that they wasn't going to do, because when I noticed times when they wasn't really feeling performing and they would be on the stage, they wouldn't give it their all, and I wasn't happy with that. So I didn't want to keep pushing them and be disappointed when we at shows and they not giving it their all. So that when they said, Dad, we don't want to do it no more, I was like, all right, cool, because now I'm gonna focus on my stuff. Because I was always wearing the executive hat and pushing another artist throughout my whole career, and never really focused on me as an artist when I love rapping and making music and performing. So I'm happy now, you know what I mean?
And you make timeless music, at least from the records that you've always sent me. I'm still bumping Pretenders. I don't care what nobody say.
Oh yeah, that's another great one. Oh, yeah.
Mood, I could be driving to make it. It hits different. VPR. It does my soul, and it really reminds me of my purpose of what I'm trying to do and what I'm trying to pursue in this music industry.
Yo, because you know, in this music industry, you got to be careful. You got to just be careful of people. You have to all the time. You got to watch what you're doing, watch who you have around you. You know what I'm saying? They say keep your friends close and your enemies closer, but I don't really like that. Like, you ain't really rocking with somebody, don't have them around you. That's simple. Just be careful of people, because they be acting like they with you. Like, that's what it is, man. So
have an awareness about your enemies, right? But don't keep them close, because all you're doing is keeping toxicity next to you. And that's just
Exactly.
negative energy. You don't want that shit.
Exactly. You know what I mean?
Negative energy. You don't want that shit.
Exactly. You know what I mean? Somebody will bring you down. They could act like they showing you love when it's fake love, and you know what I mean? You telling them your business or you having them around your opportunities, and they trying to sabotage your opportunities because they want to be up on the level. Instead of them playing their position and helping you get to where you want to go, they want to try to position themselves in your position. And you having people around thinking they love you. It's not true.
I was just having
We
this
just spoke
conversation
about that, right? Wasn't the Remy Ma situation a perfect
it
example of that?
was.
Wow.
And I was having a conversation last night. I was in the studio with 86 and my videographer, and he just got off tour for doing videography. And he tells me, he's just like, the New York energy, and when I work with New York artists, that crab in a barrel mentality, that, oh, I got to make it from every block. Everyone's trying to say, oh, I have this, I have an organization for this. When he's touring in Houston, when he's touring in LA, it's like how they want to come together and work with artists and push each other instead of the New York, yo, I'm the best in this. I'm better than you. And it's for every block is I'm better than you. And I feel like we got to get out of that with hip hop, and we got to look at 50 years.
I think that's more of a New York thing, honestly. I think it's more of a New York thing because, yeah, all of these years of me promoting my company, my brand, my music, and I'm right in the mix of all of these celebrities and these major DJs because, as far as I'm concerned, they're my peers, and I'm a lot older than some of these guys too, and I'm out here really making noise. And
I agree.
Yes,
that's right.
You know what I'm saying? And it just seems like to get their support, you gotta like practically twist their arm or like put them in a headlock or something like that. You know what I mean? And then they'll see you in person and show you love and dap you up, but they won't support what you're doing. And it's really crazy. And I'm kind of past the point of even trying. You know what I'm saying? So it's weird, man. That's why I'm about to go to Atlanta.
You know what happens, world, right? And you know, because you've seen it, right? We just talked about it. You said the fake love. That's exactly that, fake love. I'm dapping you up in all of this, and I'm not showing you any of the support or the love back. Like, it's. But at the end of the day, you see the transition in people after you've hit a certain level, and then they're like, oh, like I've even received some phone calls people I've known in the industry for years. They've had my number for years. Never ever reached out. Oh, yo, after that Microsoft event, but MeCon at Microsoft, I cannot even tell you on my phone and shit blew up like, oh yeah, what you guys doing? I'm like, I never heard from you. Didn't I ask you to be a guest like 2 years ago on VPR? And you were like, oh, hit my manager and and send me the questions. And I was like, we're not doing all of that.
Only in the music industry being slimy accepted. You know what I'm saying? Where it's like it's the industry standard, and we're okay with it. Not another other industry that we have to deal with that we're used to these bad business practices. That's all. And I want to get past that. So, World, what's going on? You got the new single Bay out. You know, I'm like, go. You got me singing on a Thursday in the morning. Taking notes. You got me playing notes.
Yo, that's crazy because everywhere I go and perform it, the whole crowd sings it. I don't even have to tell them; they just do it.
It's so catchy, bro. It's so catchy.
Word.
Yeah.
I just performed it at my union's family day, and they was going crazy singing it and everything like that. And yo, it's a good record, man. I'm really happy. I'm really happy that I got another one and it's going crazy. So I'm really pushing it hard this time because I don't want it to get swept under the rug. You know what I mean? Like I started the whole industry talking about giving people their flowers while they're still here, but now everybody's gonna be talking about go Bay Bay, and I want to get the recognition for that. I want people to understand that it was me. I'll put it out there. Show me my love. Give me my love and my flowers for real. You know what I'm saying? Right. But yeah,
tell me a little bit about the single though. Like, tell me what's the inspiration? What happened? Like, what got you in the studio to want to even come up with that sound?
Well, you know, just recently, last year, the end of last year, my oldest son, I found out that I'm biologically not his dad. So that was one of the big inspirations to the record, because you know, when you really focused on being a father to your children, and you really focused on being a dad, and you find out that, you know what I mean, a child that you've been raising and supporting for so long is not yours, you have a lot of ill feelings towards, you know what I'm saying, the mother or the parent, because it could go both. Well, it can't go both ways, because mama's baby, father's maybe is what it is. But with that being said, You know what I mean? I was so like distraught by that, and I always put my pain in music. I don't really try to just lash out physically because I had to control that. I'm not trying to go get locked up and go to jail for doing nothing crazy. So I just put it in songs. And, you know, with all of the relationships I've been through, from court battles and child support and getting a baby pinned on me and stuff for so many years, like that hurt me. So I just put it in a song, and that's probably why these songs resonate with people so well, because there's real life stuff that people's going through all over the world, but everybody don't know how to articulate it into song form like me. So that's probably why the song is so good. And I actually wrote the song, the hook, for that purpose, for people to really chant it and say it over and over again. That's why I say it so many times in the hook. That was intentionally done like that. But that song was inspired by me finding out my oldest kid is not mine, and my granddaughter that I thought was my granddaughter. So I'm really not a grandpa. So that's basically what all that comes.
VPR.
You know what I mean?
And it's refreshing to hear an artist pulling from somewhere in his personal life to create a record. Because for me as a DJ, I'm so desensitized to hearing the 3 rap subjects: women, money, cars. Whatever, you know what I mean? So when you're telling me something that's connected to your home and from your heart of hearts, and you use your pain to create this, now it makes me have a newfound respect for the record, because I'm saying and singing, and you gotta go, you know what I mean? And I'm like, wow, now it's different. I sing it.
Right, it does hit different, and I think that's what I love about Worldarama's music, is that you always write with the ability to connect to everyone on a different level, right? And you can feel your heart and your passion in your music. I'm really, really sorry that you had that experience, right? Like that is something I am not an advocate of. You know, if you feel like someone is potentially not the father, take a DNA test, right? Don't put in that position, because that's hurtful for everybody.
That should make you change the way you
son, that's hurtful for you. That's hurtful for your family. And one thing about Will, right? He's always been a great stand-up dad, right? Like, period. You always see him with his kids, right? And in real life, because we actually live in the same neighborhood, so I can tell you, like, pictures and videos and all of that. That's not just Instagram, right? He's always with his kids, and he's a great dad.
That's a fact.
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate that. So that's where, you know, a lot of my songs is inspired by true life situations. Like Taylor Swift does it, and she makes multi-million dollars off her joint. So, you know, why not why not me do it? You feel it,
world? She the only artist that will make an album, re-release it, and get all the pub for it later on.
Yeah, but it seems like she gets into, I don't want to really stay on her, but it's like she gets into relationships and goes through heartaches and breaks up just to create material. That's what inspires her relationship.
That's what she writes about, you know, music, right? After a breakup. I agree.
Yep. Exactly. So she going through a breakup now with some other guys, so she gonna have a new album soon.
Have a Billboard, you know what I mean?
Hey man, you gotta pull a single out any way you can, right? You know what I mean? Make it pop on TikTok. You make sure you run that record up on TikTok also.
Yeah,
I know
sure.
Yeah.
You should do like a we'll talk behind the scenes. We'll talk behind the scenes, because you can get like a whole, you know what I mean? So let me tell us what's next for you over the next few months. I know you're definitely promoting that record. Do you have any more like traveling that you're going to be doing to perform? What kind of concerts do you have coming up next, or appearances?
Well, actually, I'm on a flight in a few hours. I'll be in Atlanta for the next 2 weeks because I'm doing a promo run in Atlanta. My joint is in rotation on two FM stations out there. Actually, Revolt World, they're having their weekend. You know how Diddy be having his Revolt weekends. Well, I'm going to that this weekend, and then I got some podcasts I'm getting interviewed on. I'm doing some shows out there, and then next week I'm opening up for Onyx, Kenny Burke, Positive K, and Father MC for Queens Get the Money event, and A3C is next weekend. So I got some stuff coming up, y'all. Like I'm working.
Queens in the house, y'all heard?
Yo, I said 3 months. What's the lineup for 2 weeks is crazy. Don't even go into the 3 months. Forget about
Yeah. Also, I don't know if you know that it's a producer. I'm in the office at my job, so you know that's why y'all hear like people talking and phones ringing. But It's a producer named Cover. Like, it's a lot of records that have been playing on the radio called Clean or Dirty and stuff like that. And he's been producing for a couple of artists. But I got a whole EP coming out with him. Like, it's practically done, and we're gonna drop some singles soon. And anything he does, like Funk Master Flex and Spazzo, they kind of really go crazy on it. And it's on this project. I intertwined my boy Crucial Mr. One Love, who's a Caribbean artist, and Daylight, who's an R&B artist. So, you know what I mean? This project is going to be filled with songs with me rapping, some reggae on it, and singing. So you can kind of say we like the new Fugees out this piece or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
So we got song that y'all had together, because we had that on our show as well. Remember? And you performed it at the 5 spot in Brooklyn.
Was it a Crucial?
It was Crucial.
Crucial Mr. One Love. Yeah.
What was the name of it?
It's Get It In Time. I'm trying to.
Yeah, I gotta go get that. I gotta go download that on my phone.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Well, we gonna people. He's coming with me. He's coming with me. He's actually already on his way to Atlanta. He's already almost there, and I'm flying out after work. So we working. We really working, man. Grind hard for real. It's not just a name; it's a lifestyle for real. You know what I mean?
Grind hard. It's not just a name.
I love to see after all these years, his consistency is paying off, even from behind the camera with production work, and now he's getting to shine a rapper and being his own artist and releasing his music and standing behind it. I love to see it, man.
Word. Shout out to my artist Strong. You know what I mean? Like he got some stuff coming out, man. He's from Maryland, and like I said, his mom's was Googling the top 10 hip hop platforms in New York City, and I came up. So I appreciate them for like help letting me A&R his project, and I got Blue Diaz because he produced my last 2 records, The Queens Get the Money and the Go Baby. I let Blue Diaz produce his whole EP, and it's 2 videos from him about to drop that I shot, because I also shoot videos and stuff like that too as well. So Strong is a new artist out of Maryland, and you know what I'm saying, he's special, so he's a special person, so he gonna shock the world with what he's doing. He got some real. He's trying to like Eminem. Yeah. He gonna shock the world with his specialness. You feel me? Like, it's crazy. But, you know what I mean? So I'm just happy and excited about a lot of stuff. I'm happy that my son just went to high school and my youngest son went to junior high school. And I'm just happy about life, period. So I'm not letting nothing get me down. Oh yeah, another thing too, I got married in February. So you know what I mean? I'm off the market. You know what I mean?
You've been doing a lot.
Yeah, Qiana, you know Qiana. You know, yeah, I've been off the market. Yeah.
You've been off the market, my guy. Right.
Hey, man.
But we love to see it. And, you know, your smile, your attitude is why you continue to win. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You stay happy, stay grateful and humble. And we want to see you continue to do that. I know the next 2 weeks are going to be excellent for you. So we just want to see so much love and appreciation. Let everybody know where they can follow you, because they need to take this interview and immediately go and follow you and check you out in further depth.
Yeah, everything is at Worldarama. Shout out Vel, that's in the live. She tuned in. Shout out, you know what I'm saying? That's my sis right there.
That's how I make
dazzling. Yep, be dazzling accessories. What up? You know, but everything is Worldarama. At WORLDARAMA on everything, or just go to grindhardtv.com. You know what I mean? Next year is my 20th anniversary for Grindhard TV being on TV in New York City, and I'm gonna put it back on public access because now I'm on so many different platforms: Rough Riders Radio, UBC TV Network, Spotify, Apple TV, a bunch of stuff. But I'm gonna put it back on half-an-hour episode back on public access because people want it, and they once COVID was over, they systems went down. So when they put them back up, they started like running old episodes of mine. And a lot of people was calling me talking about, yo, I'm seeing you on TV. So that public access platform, it really works still. So for my 20th anniversary, I'm gonna start putting episodes back on public access. You know what I mean? So shout out to them. You never forget where you came from.
Never forget where you came from. Shout out to our girl from Bar TV as well. Like that's exactly how Miss Melanie, when you grind, and she was on public access for the longest. I'm sure she still is, along with these other multiple platforms. Go after it all.
Yeah, I appreciate y'all, man. Word, I appreciate y'all for having me on the show. It was a long time coming because we kept like hitting each other back and forth and stuff, and y'all blowing up too. So I'm glad that I was able to, you know what I'm saying, come back around full circle and get back on the show. You know what I mean?
Always got a spot here, bro. Always.
Word. You know what I'm saying?
Fact. All right, well, you enjoy your day and go take that flight and be safe and have fun, and we'll look for you on the gram.
Go get it in time. You heard?
Exactly. Yes.
Go get it in time.
Oh. Shout out VPR Radio. It's your boy Worldarama out.
Love it. Oh, another great episode in the books, partner.
Guys, like I will always say, thank you for supporting the show, and also thank you for listening to these artists and business owners that we bring up here. They're telling you their stories from their heart, and hopefully you could take some of that and apply it to your everyday life, man. And we all have a love for music, and that's what brings us here to VPR. And as long as you guys are here, we're going to keep the lights up and go.
That's it. We just want you to leave here with positive vibes and go and continue to spread that throughout the world. All right. So let's higher the vibration, and we'll see you next Thursday here on VPR with the one and only DJfmi, your girl, Qianathegoddess. Shout out to Worldarama. Shout out to our girl, Velvet. And we'll see you next week, guys. Ciao.
Check y'all later.